I'm just here to check in this week and share my first week's experience with my new decentralized encrypted ClearPHONE. I want to share how it has been switching from iPhone to a ClearPHONE, which is based off of a fork of Android, and how easy or hard that has been, as well as some of the things that I have learned this week as well. So stay tuned. So as a complete lover of Apple products, I've got a MacBook Pro, I've got an iPad, I had an iPhone, and now I have a ClearPHONE, which is a little bit different than iPhone. So how easy was that? Or how hard was that this past week for me to learn all of the new gadgets and functions on this phone? To be honest, it took me maybe a day. You know, when you get a new toy and you just play with it all day and you just push all the buttons and figure it all out. Well, that's pretty much what I did. Now, on the second and third day, I would sort of kind of, forget how to get somewhere on the phone, but I would eventually remember and now that if you do it more than once or two or three times, once you've got that in your belt, it's pretty clear. See what I did there? One of the things I've noticed over the past week is it actually tracks your data when you go onto the web. It tracks the ads that it's blocking, and you can see it here. It's very similar to the Brave browser, right, where it tracks all of the ads that it blocks and lets you know the data that it's saved for the week and how much time you've saved in terms of loading up web pages and stuff like that. So that's been mine for the past week. I've had about just a little less than 3,000 ads blocked, and I've saved about 2 minutes worth of loading time. So that's interesting as a side note. The other thing is that, I had a comment from somebody on one of our videos, and they had mentioned that they were watching a video in terms of the features that we were sharing about the ClearPHONE. And they had mentioned that they could get all of those things with free apps. And I don't know if they watched the whole video or not, but I do want to address that, and it's something that maybe some of you have as well. So this phone is really more than just a phone. It works in tandem with the storage servers. So in order to have complete privacy and security, your servers and your storage and all of the data that you store on this phone needs to be decentralized. And what that means is that it is not on one centralized server. For example, with your iPhones, all of our data is stored on iCloud. And with Android, Samsung's phones, all of that data is stored on Google Drive. Now, if the government or a judge, if there was a lawsuit against you and a judge it was a court case and they wanted to file that they could get access to your data on your phone, a judge just needs to go to Google Drive, go to iCloud, go to Apple, go to Google, and they've got it. It's all on one centralized server. Now, if that entity goes to Clear and asks for data of my phone, Clear doesn't have it. It's not on one server. It's on multiple servers all across the world. So, for example, when I take a photo on this phone, it doesn't just go to iCloud and it's stored there in one piece, in one neat little file. It is separated and broken apart, and it is distributed to maybe part of it goes to one server in Germany, part of it goes to one server in Asia, part of it goes to one server in US, part of it goes to another server, and it is little bits and pieces. And those servers are all owned by other clear individuals. They're all private. It's decentralized. And nobody can get it unless they have access to your phone. And so that is true decentralization at its finest. Completely private, completely secure. Also, when you download some of those free apps, they are Google apps, typically, right? Apple apps. And they all come with their own terms and conditions, and they can see what other apps on your phone. They're not secure and private. They cannot do. Free apps cannot do what this phone does. It just can't. Apple and Google will never be able to do what ClearPHONE has done because they have based their hardware on a centralized platform with a centralized servers. Clear has built this phone with decentralization right from the start on decentralized servers. A completely different phone. It just is. And this is the beauty of this phone. So if privacy and security and being free from data breaches, you do not want these servers, these centralized servers get hacked all the time. We see Facebook servers getting hacked. We see insurance companies getting hacked. And what are they hacking? They're hacking your data, right? They want your info to sell, and it could go to the dark web. Right now, I could go to the dark web right now and probably buy somebody's credit card number for $3. It's that easy. And that is why this is so important. A hacker would have to hack all those multiple different servers, 1,000 different servers instead of just one. And all those different servers just for my info, because somebody else who has a ClearPHONE, their data might be on different servers. Are you starting to get the picture now? This is a beautiful, beautiful phone. The other thing I loved about it that I learned this week is that it basically gives us a decentralized ID. And it's kind of a new term for me as well. I'm kind of learning about it. But what it means is that in the future, we will all have a decentralized identity. And in the future, our grandchildren probably won't even know what a phone number is. They will have a decentralized ID. And now what that means, now when Andy's got his ClearPHONE and I've got my ClearPHONE, we've both got decentralized IDs on here. And now I can call him and have completely encrypted private phone calls on a private network. And I don't even need his phone number because they call it a DID, so it stands for decentralized ID. My DID can call his DID. Don't need a phone number. It's really interesting. I'm probably going to have to learn a little bit more about that in terms of what that means, but all I do know is that this is future technology. And I just love being part of something that we're all going to be using in the future. I love to be one of the first. I love being the pioneer of new technology. That's why I was so thrilled when I got involved with Bitcoin back in 2013. So it's just really cool. So this is the future of technology for phones. But when you pair it with private servers, you've got a beautiful platform and a beautiful system for something that we've been needing for a long time. All of us. You know, it's about time something like this came along. So I just wanted to share that the Apple thing has not been a big deal, switching from iPhone to this. You know, one of the things that I do love about Apple, and I know a lot of you other Apple lovers also like about their products, is that they sync together, right? The emails sync together, my text message, my iMessage, not an iMessage, my iMessages were syncing on my MacBook and on my iPad, like everything's synced together, it all talked together. Well, guess what? ClearPHONE has that too. And I'm actually even able to get my messages from this ClearPHONE's message system right on my MacBook Pro. And you can do it with a PC Windows computer as well. So that's something that I don't think Android users have currently. You know, their text messages just come on their phone. But with this, you can actually sync your messages to any computer. So that's another nice feature that I learned this week. So constantly learning, just wanted to share a couple of things. I love it. My first week, haven't had any issues. Service has been great. Phone calls are great quality, same as they've always been. The pictures that I've been taking are beautiful. They're much better than they were on my broken old iPhone 6 with only one camera. So of course they're better, but they're beautiful. And yeah, no, I'm completely thrilled, and I just wanted to share my first week's experience with all of you. So let me know if you have any questions. Maybe there's something I haven't answered, and I will be sure to reply to you in the comments below. Have a great day, everyone.